Let's push that out of the way. Now, how you doing? Merry Christmas. Let's get the camera over here a little bit more. So, how are you doing, everybody? All you Saggies out there. I'm just lighting a bit of smudge here and get nice and cleansed. That smells so good. It's just white sage here. So, hi. Hi, LA. I want to know right away, can you hear me? And I should actually adjust my volume while I'm talking to you. Let's crank that baby. I hope my mic is perfect. So, you know what I've decided to do? Because when I deal with the microphone and the headphones and all that and do the video part, it somehow doesn't work for me. And you know what? I don't enjoy it as much. I really enjoy the live, the being here with you personally, connecting on the spot. And thanks for telling me that, by the way. So I've decided that from now on, all my videos are going to be live. So I hope you can adjust to that. I'll try and make an announcement like tell you, oh, today at such as, and I'll try and always do it around the same time. I think so. If you saw my boyfriend, you'd think I was with Santa. You might be calling me Mrs. Claus. He has a mustache that goes all the way down here. Like it's really long. Everybody and the children, when we're in the mall, the children just stop and look at him like this. They just stop in their tracks. It's so adorable. But anyway, so I'm really glad you can hear me. It's a bit scratchy. Okay, well, it might be because I have the mic on full blast now. So I can turn it down a bit, but I don't want to jeopardize you hearing me, you know? So we'll kind of just measure it. I'm real cash today, just in my old lady sweater and my t-shirt, and it's just a casual day because I thought we would have fun today. Okay, let's have fun. On the is it the last day of your birthday today, of our birthday, or is that tomorrow? On the winter solstice tomorrow. So tomorrow, officially, the days start getting longer. So that's something to look forward to. So let's take out the tarot first of all for you. I'm going to shuffle them out here, and I'm not going to do too much banging on the table so that it's not too loud for you. But welcome, welcome, welcome. Woo, 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 woo. Woo. There's your cards, Sagittarius. There they are. Let's do a cut right off the hop. Let's see what we got going on for you. Going on. I'm really looking forward to this year coming. I think it's because it's an 8. I think it's going to be about restoring balance and flow in our lives and in the world, And so I'm really looking forward to it. So we begin. Your jumpers are the 4 of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands. I'm kind of doing it backwards here, but the 3 of Swords and the Ace of Swords. So it looks like someone has been holding back in some way. Sometimes this is financially. You're needing to really hoard your money, save. And of course, it's Christmas right now, New Year's. There's a lot of expenses. So you might not be going out and doing things you normally would because, you can't afford that, Hi, Houston Rose. Nice to see you. And I want to say hello to Super Whittle Guy. Oh, that's adorable. What a great name. And of course, LA. Thanks, guys. Very nice. So here you might want to reserve some of your energy. You might want to preserve some of your energy, or you could be holding back on purpose. Okay. Now look at here, Queen of Wands. Now in the card, it indicates Leo. See the little kitty cat underneath there? But it doesn't have to be. This can be you, Sagittarius. And the Queen of Wands is feeling very confident, feeling like she's not going to, she knows what she wants, basically. Okay. She knows what she wants, and she can do a lot with a little. If you notice, her wand is the smallest wand in all the wands. If you look at all the wand cards, she holds the smallest one, but she can do everything with it. And she could be underestimated a lot. This is the thing. You could be underestimated at times, but don't let it bother you, honestly, because you know your capacity. And I think that's going to come through in January, in the new year. You're going to start taking actions, although you've been hiding yourself away, hoarding yourself away, maybe saving your energy. Maybe you've been healing, from something in your lives. And but you're kind of getting ready. You're getting ready, because the Queen of Wands takes action, but she takes action you know for what is right for her, you know what I mean, and on what she wants. Now, the Three of Wands here, that this very situation could have caused some sort of heartbreak, or someone could feel lied to, deceived in some way, because of some, you could have withheld information, you could have withheld something in some way. And I don't think you did it with ill intent, or someone did this to you. And I don't think it was ill intended. Like, I don't think that they meant to drive a knife in you, But I feel like the truth is going to come out, and there may be a new opportunity here. Okay. A new beginning, a fresh start. Okay. Probably in a relationship, I'm guessing here. Okay. Or a situation. You also could have some sort of an obstacle, and it could have to do with paperwork in some way to what you want to take action on. But it's going to be with the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords is, like I said, the new beginning. This could be also, this could be a new offer in some way coming through. Now, often I see the Ace of Swords as paperwork. So it could be a contract, an agreement, something. And I don't think it was something you wanted at first. I don't think it was something you were buying into. You're like, I'm not doing that, because you know what you want and what you don't want. And I don't think you're willing to get into things and waste your time with crap anymore that is not in line with your intentions in life, with your path, right? So, wowzers. Also, I kind of feel like you're unraveling something here. Okay? You're unraveling something that got wound up somehow, and you're going to try and, or it's going to get unraveled. Okay. Now this could be, even within yourself, unraveling something. And sometimes this Three of Swords, is, we start, that's where the blame and shame and the shit, sorry to swear, can start, is in the Three of Swords. And in this deception, as we start to feel like, geez, don't they care about me? Don't they, blah, 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 blah. And it can lead to where you start to unravel things about yourself. You realize who you are. And right. So, oh, isn't that interesting? Okay, this is the second time the Farlet, which is Temperance, has showed up, because she showed up when I was just getting the cards and I was smudging the cards and everything. And this card fell off the top. So I put it back on and was arranging them again, and it fell off again. And I said, well, what is this card? And it was the Farlet, Temperance. And this is also you, Sagittarius. Also you. Remember, I just said how 2024 is an 8, and you're going to want to restore balance. You're wanting to get things back on track in your life, okay? And I feel like in some ways your life is out of balance. You don't go walking anymore, or you hardly ever listen to music, or like I put a post on Facebook a couple days ago and it said, for God's sakes, turn off the news and turn on the music. It's like, and put yourself in a different zone. And so you're tempering, this is mastering something within yourself. You're going to master something within yourself, and whether it's your thoughts, your emotions, getting yourself organized instead of this laying around or whatever. But this is mastering something, and you're gaining. I don't want to use the word control. I like the word like this. It's in its right place. You're gaining balance in this situation. Okay. Now, what is the situation? This is in the recent past. Let me get the cards out here. I get talking. Oh, there's a lot of big figures here. A lot of big, and there's a huge male presence here. You have the Lord right in the dead center. And the Lord is about getting control over things, over yourself. The master of your domain, sort of thing, feeling in control. Because now this could be someone around you. I'm going to go back to that in just a sec. I know I'm jumping. Because there may be people relying on you. There may be others rely on you. You may soon have a lot on your shoulders, a lot of responsibility, a lot to carry, a lot to bear. Okay. Because even though that emperor looks like it's another person, I think it's you, Sagittarius. I think it's you. Because I think this is a move it and shake it year coming up. So let's get back to the balance. So along with the Farlet, you have the King of Pentacles and the Prince of Cups. I think that maybe some of the balance and some of the mastery you're trying to gain control of it could be in your romantic life and your feelings. The Prince of Cups usually is on a romantic quest. All the knights or princes are on a quest. They have a goal, and this one is in love. They want to win their love, their sweetheart, right? And this person is looking to win yours. Excuse me. This is showing as the King of Pentacles. This could be a Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. It's showing the boar, and the boar is, I think that's Virgo. But anyway, doesn't matter. This king is kind of bored. He has been kind of resting for a while. He is successful. He might be ready to retire. He's definitely ready for a change. He's not really he's successful at what he's been doing, but he wants something different now. He might have been doing it for a long time and is ready for something different. But he's waiting for what is that right thing, and the waiting for the right time. Don't forget, earth energy moves very slowly. They take their time, and they want to choose the right thing, which reminds me of kind of Virgo energy. But so I think that, and this is, you also may get an offer in romantically, or you may be the one extending this offer to someone. But I feel like someone's going to express their feelings, or they have expressed their feelings. And I think you're starting to gain some balance in this relationship with this person. But it's about taking your time. There's no big rush, okay? Now, in the present, you have the Two of Wands. And the Two of Wands, this is an interesting card, especially in this deck. This is the Druid Craft deck. Okay. And here this guy stands, and he stands in the meadow. He can't see what's over the hill, and the forest is behind him. And so he can't see what's in either direction. And he stands there empty. And it's like we're going to build ourselves back up again. We're starting from scratch, okay? And we're going to uh, start fresh, right? So this is some sort of new journey for you. This new, because wands are action, they're creativity, they're also confidence and passion, a lot of passion. But anyway, so this is and this is making the plans and partnership as well. So you're deciding, which way do I want to go? Which is the right way for me? You're trying to take control in this situation. Um, and of course, you have the Lord, and the Lord sometimes too. The Lord represents, the corporations and big government and that sort of thing that we have to get permission and all that from. So there could be a some sort of partnership here for you, or I feel like you may be wanting to do something on your own, start your own business, because the Lord, the Emperor, runs his own ship. He's the boss. This could also be your dad, your boss, your landlord, and it's some sort of partnership. You could be the landlord yourself. I'm kind of feeling like the Emperor is going to be you. You're going to be the boss. You're going to be the one in control, and possibly in partnership with someone else. And you're making the plans to to do this new thing. Okay. Um, and it's I really get a big feeling that you're going to make a shift, Sagittarius, because here you are. You're at the top of the castle. You hold a good position right now where you are. You probably are the boss already, you know. But there could be people that you have competition, or they're trying to knock you off your out of your position, right? And it's kind of like the fight or flight card. Do I stay and protect what I have, or do I leave and start again? And I think there's a part of you that is yearning something new, because Sagittarius, come on, you are the idea factory, you know, and you love change. It's very rare, or maybe it's not so rare in men, but to see a Sagittarius in one career for their whole lives. They usually do a few different things in their lives because they get curious and they want to know more, or want to delve into that area more, or they realize I am not cut out for this. I am out of here. But just a sec, I want to touch base here for a sec. Volume is great. Wonderful. I'm so happy. Hi, Max. Nice to see you. Nice to see you, brown eyed lady. You, Matt. And Yvetta. Nice to see you again from Hamilton, right from my neck of the woods, eh? She's not too far. You're about 4 hours from me, 4 hours west. So, yeah, I was up in Caledonia about a month ago, not too long ago. Anyway, you know what I was doing there? I was there to see a seer. a native seer. And it was a really cool experience, I got to tell you. I should do a video and tell you about it. It was really neat, okay? But anyway, so I think personally that you're getting ready for change, okay? I think that there's something that you're having difficulty with. Could be with the communication, could be with the electronics like I am, and feeling like, because I was really feeling last week like I am not going to figure this out. I'm not. And I was crying. I was so upset and frustrated that I couldn't get these videos right. And so this could be like another area or communication that you were having blocked, having difficulty. And you were thinking of throwing in the towel, thinking of, geez, like, ugh, I don't even know if I want to do it anymore. But wow, this last line is something. You start out with the Magician. You then have Rebirth. And then the Chariot. Like, look at that. That's a powerhouse uh, um, deal here. A powerhouse group, okay? So first of all, the Magician tells you that you already have within you all the tools. You don't need to take a course. You don't need to ask someone. You have it all. You have all the tools within you to do what you want to do now. So, and you, this is to start a business, or leave this behind and start something new. Something is going to step right in your path. Be right there ready to fill in that space in your life. You don't have to fear it. And I feel for some of you, this is a rite of passage that you're going through, that you're needing to get through something psychologically, emotionally, some sort of rite of passage in your life. And you're just about there here at the end of January. I think there's going to be a big change, a big realization. A light bulb is going to go on in a dark room for you. You're in a dark room or have been for some time, you know and I think a light is going to go on finally, because you're going to realize, and I don't think you've believed this about yourself. I know I've myself have doubted it too, that I don't have what it takes. I'm not good enough. And you've been struggling with this identity crisis within yourself for a while, okay? And you're going to realize here, you're going to um also, I think that you're going to realize that you don't need to compete. Okay, you don't need to compete, because exactly who you are is exactly who you're supposed to be for this task, project, whatever you're doing. You have everything. You are all that it needs. Okay. um the if you notice on his table, he has everything and this is a symbol of all the four suits. Okay. He's learned all the lessons from all of them. So, Sagittarius, this is something like, this is part of the mastery that you've been going through that started back here in the Temperance. Okay. You started some sort of mastery, because I think you were sitting in that dark hole, that dark room for a while, and all of a sudden you said, all right, that's it. And so you've started to make changes, make plans. What am I going to do? Because I feel in some way you were dissatisfied with where you are, what you're doing, who you're with, something like that. Anyway, you're ready for this transition. You're ready to come out of the cave, so to speak. You've dealt with your skeletons in the closet, and we all have them. and you're ready for rebirth. That's why the rabbit's there. That's why there's two spirals. You are one, and you're ready to expand now. You're ready to have relationships and forgive and move on and grow up. All that stuff, whatever one of those, appeals to you. I think they all appeal to me. But um and the chariot, this is triumph, this is victory, right? Because this is so interesting. Like, you were warring with yourself here, you were pulling yourself in two directions, and you weren't really going anywhere. You know what I mean? And now this is victory over this. You're back in the driver's seat and you're saying, I'm taking over here and I'm going to move forward. So I feel like you could be traveling. You could be going on a trip, perhaps in January or near the end of January. I feel like perhaps on this trip, there could be some sort of rebirth, renewal. You have that aha time moment. Maybe it's what you needed to kind of separate yourself from your own reality, whatever that is. And I think this is going to help you a lot. So let me have a look. Thank you, Yvetta. That's very nice. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Really? I would actually. I can. Can you email me? Email me at tinkertarotreadings@gmail.com. I don't want to announce her contact information just like on YouTube because she's an older woman and she's kind of one of these odd ducks. She's kind of an odd duck. And but I'm going to tell you the experience, because sometimes when you're going through, at least for me, a native spiritual experience, a ceremony of some sort, at the time you're not feeling anything. You're like not feeling anything, you know, and you're observing everything, and then later you kind of absorb it all. You kind of, it all starts to sink in. You start to think about everything that had happened during that time, and from afterwards, you know what I left with? No anxiety. And she had asked me specifically what I needed help with. And so I told her, and she, when I left, because anything that happened in my life, I was just having so much anxiety. My stomach was in knots. I was like panicking all the time. And so things still happen, but I don't get that way anymore. I just say, okay, that's all right. It's just a domino and we'll knock it down. We'll do it. We'll deal with it. It doesn't like get me. And so that was one of the big things that was, I got out of it, that was really good for me. But so would anyone like a card? That's the fun we're gonna have today. If anyone would like a card, I'll pull one for you specifically. Let me know. Now, I have tarot. Yes, please. I have tarot, and I also have cartomancy. So you need to tell me what you want, what your preference is. Oh, and I even have a third. I have an oracle card. Now, that one I need to read because it's just like this lengthy thing that, and I haven't memorized those cards. So, what tarot? Okay, let me just get these mixed up and shuffled. I'm trying to do it quietly so it's not hard in your ear. Woo-hoo. Okay. I should have said pick a card in the title. You would love a card too? Sure. Sure. I just want to make up for the crappy sound stuff and then my little tantrum that I had. I had to just have a little fit and stomp off, and I'm all better now. So I really appreciate. So, Iveta, Iveta. Okay, so Iveta, if you don't mind me asking, you're in Hamilton, right? And how old are you, if you don't mind me asking? You can just say ish. I'm in my 40s. I'm in my. Today is your birthday. That's wonderful. Oh, what a great treat then, eh? Okay, well, what is the birthday message for you, Anna? Tell me, what is the birthday message? Oh, and a Christmas one too, kind of, eh? You know? Oh, geez, these cards just go and go and go and go and go sometimes. I think this is it here. This is it. The King of Wands. So again, now the King of Wands is very confident, okay? The King of Wands is very self-assured. He's not, one of the things you notice here is his shield. He doesn't feel like he has to defend himself or doesn't feel, defensive sort of thing. You're about to take on and are capable of taking on a big project. This is a big staff here, okay? He also, it feels like the king is usually also in charge, like the leader. This is a Aries type energy, but it's mostly for you. And I feel there's something that you're going to lead in. You could be, running a staff. You could be, but I feel like you're going to feel really good, confident, and passionate about this. This could also be someone coming into your life that is full of ideas and kind of like motivates you. How you tell someone I'll be there at 2 o'clock. Well, if it was just you and you thought to myself, oh, I should go at 2 o'clock, you probably would be late. But for them, you show up. So I feel like there is action you're definitely taking and feeling confident, passionate, and it could be a fairly large scale situation. You're welcome, honey. All right, Max. Whoa, did you see that just flew right out? Max, geez, I barely even got your name out. Ooh. 5 of Swords, 9 of Cups. Okay. So the 5 of Swords is when we feel bullied in a situation. You either feel bullied or you're not giving someone else a chance. This could be a relationship where someone's walked away. It could have been you, feeling like you don't get a say, or the person is too pushy or too mean, maybe, but there's something in the situation where you're not really willing to put any more energy in. And it's saying it's the best thing you could do. The best thing you could do. You're going to be you're going to have emotional fulfillment, because right now in the situation, or when you were in the situation, you felt like shit. You didn't feel good. And so finally you have to walk away because you realize you're not going to be equal in this. Okay. This makes you very, very happy. You may be alone, but you're happy, you're at peace. You're at peace. And now you're able to make new plans. Okay. So Good. Oh, good. I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear that. And the Nine of Cups is you're getting your wish. This is something that's good for you. It's the best thing. Okay. Is there, oh, LA, you want Cartomancy. Okay. Cool. All right. Let's pull those out. We have the wee little the Scotty dogs today. It's kind of Christmassy looking. They are. All right, LA, are you in Scotland, as I recall? Are you in Scotland? Yes. Woo, 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 woo. Okay, LA. Ten of Hearts. Oh, thank you, Janice. That's very kind of you. Merry Christmas. Ten of Hearts, LA. So this is joy. This is pure joy. Also, it may be a relationship. Oh, this may be a relationship coming to a climax in some way. Sometimes this is marriage, this is union, moving in together, taking that next step in a relationship. But it could be, this is the holidays and New Year's and it's a joyous time to get together. Anyway, this is good times, happiness coming, happiness. This is a really good card. Okay. So, but it's also completion in some way. There could be someone moving away, in the completion part, because sometimes there's a relationship there's some completion to it. And so sometimes that's a good friend that's moving over to France to work, or so you're not going to really see them every day like you did, and so that sort of thing. But I feel like it's really a lot of happiness. You just feel really good. Really good. Houston. Houston Rose. Open to any messages. Well, I have these ones in my hand, so let's see. Houston Rose, you are in Texas, Houston, presumably. Let me, okay, I got, whoa. Oh my goodness. You got a mitt full here. Wow. Okay. So you're going to receive a message from a friend, okay? And it could be about money or getting something like gifts, getting something of value, I think, okay? But it could be about money, but I feel like it could be about value and something in your finances could change. This is good news, okay? So the King of Diamonds, this could be yourself or your partner, someone in your life, and it's a mature person. Usually, this is represented by a man here. He usually has gray, white, platinum hair, is over 50 or 60 perhaps, is secure, stable. Sometimes someone that gives sage advice, but this could be yourself. It could be a woman too. I'm not sure how old you are, Rose, but it's some sort of you have some sort of doubt about entering a partnership with this person, okay? They want to, I'm not sure if they want, it could be like a live together situation, but you may not be lovers. It just might be a business situation. There's something you're not sure about with this situation, partnering up with them, however, and there's some sort of something that's giving you doubt, okay? And you're just not positive yet. I think you are going to end up partnering that with them, but you may have some extra questions, some concerns. And I advise you, as a former landlord, um, um, I'm not sure what the situation, even if it's at work or something, that ask those questions. Don't kind of leave it lingering, wondering. Why not? Put it out there, Get it over with, relieve your mind. And then also this could be connected to this person too, this mature person, is a conversation about a new opportunity. So either they're considering you for this opportunity or you're considering them. And at first there's some sort of doubt. They're not sure. There also could be other people they're considering, but I feel like you talk your way right into that. You are very good at negotiation. You This is something I think that you're interested in for sure. It's definitely a new opportunity. Could be, I'm feeling like it could be with something to do with a residence, possibly. Okay, so you may have an interview where you have to, you know convince people of something. I don't know, something like that. You might have to, like some buildings now, just to get an apartment, you got to sit in front of a panel of three. And like, holy cow, I'm not going to be president of the company. I just want an apartment. Just turned 37. Okay. So this could be an older person who you may have an interview with. This could be an interview or something like that, and you're talking about some sort of new opportunity here, Rose. This is what I think. But you were either doubting this at first or they were kind of not sure. There could be mutual too. You're both not sure, you're checking it out. But I feel it's all about work, okay, or where you're living. So there you go, Rose. And then we did have someone else to someone else. Oh, 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 oh. Is that it? No one else wants a card? I'm all done then. Oh, you're welcome, Rose. You're welcome. Yeah, you got kind of a mittful there. But that's the way it went. That's the way she goes. No way. Oh my God. Well, I think you're going to get offered the job. And it's it's the way you articulate yourself. Okay. You're a good negotiator or something like that. You just talk yourself right into that job. Yeah. Good luck, Rose. Good luck. And while we were talking, the Jack of Diamonds come out, and this is a message. This is from the postman. Usually, in the old days, it was the postman, but nowadays it's email. Will you get work soon? Now, so Manpreet, would you like the Cartomancy or would you like the tarot? What would you like, my darling? Ooh, 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 ooh. Are you anything? Now, can you tell me where you are in the world? It helps me if I know where you are. Like, just generally, you don't have to tell me your address. I think I want tarot for you for some reason. Oh, California. Okay. Wonderful. All right. Let's see. Manpreet in California. Will she get work soon? Will Manpreet get work soon in California? Before the card even comes out, I have a feeling that you're going to. I think that opportunities are going to be abound. Ooh, okay. I got one here, and I want this one here too. Excuse me. Oh, see, told you. Had a feeling. That was the first one I picked. That is the job opportunity. It says that you may have to move or travel to where you will work. So if you live in Santa Barbara, let's say, you may have to commute to so you might have to apply or look outside your area where you are living. There may not be a lot of opportunities, so you may have to travel outside your area or possibly even move if that's possible. But seems to be a lot of opportunity nearby. And like, I mean, there's a lot of potential for a lot of growth here, Mempreet. A lot of growth. um, yep, just a sec here. Ooh, I like it. So Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords is this is about like the communication, being strong in communication, also knowing your stuff before you go into an interview. Like, really look at the company profile, what their mandate is, that sort of thing. Be on your game there, because you have the Wheel of Fortune. And the Wheel of Fortune said you're going to be making new plans. There's a big change coming. Okay. And I think this is a good change for you. Um, this could have something to do with spirituality. You could. I'm not sure. Like, what the word came to my mind is volunteering. So it's almost like you start volunteering. I'm just making up this part. Let's just say you start volunteering at the animal shelter, okay? And you start helping all the beautiful animals there. And they like you so much, they say, we want you to stay. We think you're great. Or, I feel like it's something to do with working on oneself. It could be a help center where you're going to work. It could be, I feel like it's in the helping, to tell you the truth. Okay. Ah. Oh, I know. I was just, wasn't that frustrating? And I was just getting so frustrated. Geez. So, Max, I will do yours right after Sylvia's. Sylvia, would you like tarot or cartomancy? Cartomancy is the regular playing cards for any of you that don't know. Really? Really? Well, it could be, you could be volunteering at a woman's shelter, at maybe just a shelter and in from the cold. I guess you don't get cold in California. That's not funny. But here we have in from the cold shelters, because it gets very cold and there's people sleeping outside. Breaks my heart. Um, so, and you know what? Like, every time I stay at a hotel, I take all the shampoos and soaps and all that, and I put them in my suitcase, and I keep them all in a big bag, and then I take them down. Like, whenever I get a good bunch of them, I take them down to the shelter and pass them out to the people so that they're able to wash and stuff if they want. And, it's something. So, Sylvia, Cartomancy. Oh, geez, I went and pulled a tarot, but that's okay. I'll grab you a Cartomancy too. But you got the lady, okay? So the lady is about bringing something to life. This is a seed you're going to plant. You're going to start something new here, okay? Now, one thing, Sylvia, is I'm going to say you might have an idea for a business, or maybe it's just a hobby right now, something you just enjoy. And this is something that you could turn into something, because I feel like it's within you already. It's already within you. okay? You have a talent, a craft, or are you pregnant? Is there a baby coming in the family? Tell me for Sylvia, looking for a job in the province. Now, are you in Quebec or you're looking for a job in Quebec? That's where you are, because I was asking people. That's where you are. Okay, that's where you are. Oh, does it? Okay. Well, I put something on to say they can just manage my ads, and they're really pumping them, are they? Okay. Well, I have to go and do that. Sorry about that. I get, the way you get paid with ads, there's this graph that they measure everything, every possible thing you can imagine. They measure it, and I get a portion of that measurement for each thing. I never do the math, so I just take what I get. You're in 50s. Okay, so let's see. Ooh, well, 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 well. You know what, Sylvie? I'm afraid this may be answering your question, but I feel like it's answering a different question. You're in your 50s. Okay, so you're not pregnant. I'm wondering if you're moving to a new home. I'm wondering if you're about to begin a new relationship. There is definitely something new coming for you with this Ace of Hearts. For me, the Ace of Hearts is to do with the emotions, and the home. Okay. So you either are moving to a new home, thinking about like getting a place or whatever. This is a new relationship or a birth. Okay. Now, and then you got the mother. So this is like really, there is definitely something new beginning here, gestating here, and you're ready. And it's, and the one thing I want to mention about the mother. Okay, I hope you don't mind. I'm going to go on a little bit. Okay. So in Greek mythology, Demeter is the Earth Mother, okay? And her daughter is Persephone. And Hades comes up and he kidnaps Persephone and he takes her to the underworld. And over time, she ends up actually falling in love with them. They get married and all that. And anyway, Demeter has a fit. She has a fit and she wants her daughter back. Okay. And she goes to Zeus and says, I want my daughter back. I want you to find her. I want you to figure out what's going on. I can't find her. And I want my daughter back. Do something. And he said, not my problem. And she said, really? So she stopped the growth of everything. All the flowers died. Winter came. Winter, snow, all the trees died. Everything just curled right up and died. And all the people started complaining and having a fit. And the only reason Zeus really cared is because he loved being a god and he loved being adored and everybody looking up to him and loving that he's been great to them. So he's like, geez, nobody's adoring me right now. They're all mad at me right now. So he comes back to Demeter and he says, can you stop? And she said, get my daughter back. And I will. So he goes to Hades and he says, I need the girl back. She's causing all kinds of havoc up there, and I got to get the girl back. And he said, well, she's mine now. Too bad, so sad. And he said, well, that's not the way it's going to be. And Hades and Zeus are brothers, right? So they're having a bit of a thing here. And so Zeus says, oh, I'm taking her. And he says, you can't take her because she ate food from here. And if you eat food from the underworld, that's it. You're trapped there. So she said, I only ate 6 pomegranate seeds. That's it. He goes, too bad. That's enough. So what the deal was Since you ate 6, you will spend 6 months down here and 6 months up there with your mother. So when Persephone goes back up and spends time with her mother for that 6 months, that's when spring begins and everything comes to life and is beautiful and the flowers and blooming, the birds are singing. But when she leaves is when fall and winter comes. And that's how the seasons came about. So I'm just saying, I know I went on a long time there, but the power of this woman. You think, oh, it's just the mother and she doesn't represent much, but she does, okay? And so there's something here that is beginning for you, Sylvia. You will? Good. I think that this could be that. You could be moving. I think there's something, and I think that you know what I get a feeling of? I think you're going to be spending half your time somewhere and half your time somewhere else. That's what I think. I think you may have to spend half your time in the office and half your time out of the office. You may have a catchment area, people that you go and see. I think you're caring for people, helping people again. It's so Sagittarius. Probably all of you guys are. Really? Well, I think this is because she has 1 foot on land and 1 foot on water. Okay. And I feel like, yeah, and I also feel like you're providing for people or providing in some way through, your job, but you're going to be providing in somehow. Okay. It is very Sagittarius. Oh, really, LA? Did you like that story about Demeter and Persephone? I love Greek mythology. I just love it because there's so many lessons and interesting things to learn from it, from our actions. And like I said, no one thinks this woman is very powerful. What's she gonna do? She grows flowers. What's she gonna do? You just watch, what she does. She will take away this beauty, and just like that. You know, they say this don't upset to Sagittarius because as bright as we are, we can disperse dark clouds when you piss us off. You're welcome, Sylvie. Now, way back there, Max. Oh, well, and I'm not bright enough to do the ad things, like manage that. I can't even manage a damn microphone. So I don't think I'll be managing that. To tell you the truth, I just let them do all that. They're like my secretary. They take care of it because I am not a detail person. I am not a detail person. You're right. With a weapon. That's very true. And also Sagittarius, like we are Chiron, right? That half man, half horse. And I love that it's horse because horse is one of my favorite. It represents freedom. And I think that represents Sagittarius very well is freedom. We're freedom loving. Do not tie me down. Don't hold me back. Don't restrict me. I want to like I have to drive my own car places when people say, "Hey, let's go and do this and I say, "Yep, I'll meet you there." And they say, "No, no, no, we'll go in my car." No, I'm taking my own car because when I want to go, I want to go. I don't like having to be on someone else's clock at all. Bit of a control thing, I guess. But anyway, Maxi Poo. What was your question again? Please pull a card. Oh, Cartomancy. Oops, I better start paying attention. Oh, this is fun. You know what? This is so much fun. I'm really having a good time. I know this is going on, and other people that just want to quit reading are going to be mad, but they can always shut it off after the reading part. But should you move back to Edmonton from Montreal? You're in Montreal right now? What? What did I miss? When did you do that? Wow, we need to catch up. Holy cow, have I ever missed something here? Montreal, you are so close to me, Max. You know, you're 2 hours away from me right now. 2 hours. You should have told me this long before this. We could have met up. Man, what you doing? What you doing? Oh, hoo, I like it. Huh. Wow. Okay, so you're torn apart, it says. You're doubtful. Okay. I can't believe you never told me. We got to get together before you go. Anyway, so you're torn apart over now this could be your mom. Because I'm not sure if you are a mom or not. I can't remember exactly, but this woman, the Queen of Diamonds, is an older woman. She's mature, over 50 or 60, and this could be you. She's learned a lot of lessons, has a lot of experience, feels secure, and also very knowledgeable. Okay, so so in one way, I'm wondering, you may have an offer from your mother. You may have an offer for your mother because you could go and stay with her until you get established again back in Edmonton. Okay, that's a possibility. There and it says that with this person, there's going to be success, there's going to be happiness. Now, it does show a Queen of Diamonds. It could be a man too. There could be an older man coming into your life here, okay? And if there's one around, it's someone that you may have your doubts about, this woman or this man, all right? And but I think it's going to turn out just fine. I think you're going to be happy with what you're having trouble with, because I feel like you don't want to get yourself into something that now you got to get yourself out of, right? And but it involves another person, I feel like here, okay? I feel like but I think it'll be fine. I think it'll be fine. Oh, say there. Oh. Oops. I moved the thing. You're welcome. Sagittarius moon and Sagittarius sun. I know some of the astrology. Me and my friend were just going over some of that stuff, where your north node is, where your south node is, because your north and south node is your karma and your dharma. And I think your south node. Okay, I better not even go there because I just don't know enough. But we're looking at all that stuff. You're welcome, Max. Now, I believe there was one more. LA, did you ask for one, two? Did you ask for another one? I wasn't sure. But you know what? Anyway, while you're waiting to answer, I'm going to draw one more card for you all, and that's an oracle card. I want to thanks for all the likes and everything, by the way. Whoa, whoa. Ha, ha, ha. I don't think I've ever seen this one. Holy crap, Oli, you got a mitt full. Woo. So I'm just going to really just go to the short forms of these. So the first one is come to life. come to life. Release south node, north node, what you're striving towards. Okay, yeah, so north node is your future, what you need to focus on. And your south node is what you did or what your strengths were in your post, like you said, releasing. That's it. Mine, it says I'm supposed to be a teacher. Mine says I'm supposed to be a teacher or a guide of some sort. So we're in. All right, let's get you the 43. Oops. Um, so be alive. Don't imagine you can go back to sleep. You are too awake for that now. There is no falling back into your old ways. If you do so, it will be short lived and you won't feel the same as it used to. You may grieve this. You will certainly celebrate it. You have crossed the threshold from an old way of being in an old life, and try as you might, you cannot return. It is better to let it go. It's funny that we were just talking about this, releasing the South and what you're striving towards. There's another adventure waiting you now. You need a deeper connection to your own instincts, bodies, feelings, and intuitions so that you can receive this new calling. So, when I was doing the tarot reading over here, and the future was the judgment card coming out of the cave and ready to answer your calling, because there's people standing beside the cave and they're do 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 do, and they're heralding your calling, saying you're being called now. It's time. It's time to do it. You've been sitting in there for long enough. It's exciting. It is so exciting. The next one is relax the hold of darkness and be at cause. I'll find the page and then I'll show you the card. Relax the hold of darkness. Wow. Okay. Okay. This moment in your life requires great courage. Fortunately, you possess that in bucket loads. You are being asked to allow yourself to be lifted out of one level of known reality and into the next level of higher voltage reality. The higher voltage requires a more absolute trust and a heart that is surrendered into the greater heart so that life can happen to us, through us, and with us more quickly, more radically, more beautifully, and more boldly. You are now being invited into this new reality where things happen quickly and according to bold, loving optimism. The key word there is optimism. Okay? Hey, things can work out. You never know. Have that optimism. So, this is interesting. Again, it's saying you're transforming, you're going through a doorway, you're going into a new reality. Again, okay? To access, you have to leap from known waters, and others might think you're crazy for doing it. You have to leave behind the dark, weighty grip of hesitation, procrastination, and second guessing, and believe that you have to do everything on your own. How will you be safe? How will you function? How will you hold yourself back if you don't hold on to fear? You don't need to worry. There is a natural process of evolution where all things mature according to a seasonal cycle. I just talked about the seasons. I love when all these things like get in synchronicity in the right timing. You are a part of, not apart from the process. So it's so cool that I'm kind of doing this right now because tomorrow is the winter solstice. We enter a new quarter. Okay, we enter a new quarter now. So it's like that doorway. And I think that we are getting ready finally. Oh, heaven. Thank you. Okay, then you have 21. Beyond the mind, the heart beats. Part of this right away came off me is thinking you got to get out of your head. You got to get out of your head. You got to get out of your head, you know? Um okay. There is a way in the mind which can make mountains out of molehills, even when it thinks it's turning mountains into molehills. Then there is a way of the heart. It is subterranean and moves subtly beneath possible obstacles, intelligently shifting with exquisite sensitivity, sensing the way forward through dangerous pathways and responding to what is before it even occurs. However, with the heart's intelligence, we cannot see and know in the same way that we do when we allow the mind to direct us. We have to be open to another way if we want to benefit from the innate intelligence of the heart. The mind sees, plans, and strategizes. The heart feels, responds, senses, and intuits. When we walk the path of the heart, we must feel and respond rather than plan our way. It's a different way to live and create. You're being asked to trust your heart and drop into it. The role of the mind is to serve the truths of the heart. So deep within you, you know what to do and you know what's true. It matters not whether the mind or any your mind agrees with you. Your willingness to trust your heart and to rebel against fear will serve you well. Let your heart lead and be sure of your faith and trust in what you feel. Like connect with how you feel and you got to have faith in that, follow that path. So, how you're feeling could be going against the grain, not along with the flow. I don't happen to believe that. I don't happen to feel that way. And it's a tougher route, right? Because you're going against the crowd, against the wind, against the current, right? So, this is a cool card. It's pretty beautiful, eh? You want birds to be able to fly underwater. You want love to trump power. You want humanity to relate to each other as equals. You want to make possible what others say cannot be. You are a radical dreamer, a sacred rebel, a bright light in a more positive future in this world. However, this can have its burdens. Deep within you, you may feel that you don't really fit in with the rest of the world. Perhaps you sense how things could be and how they really are. It's so different to the smaller minds, the more fearful hearts of others, that you rarely received all that you offer. This might make you feel frustrated, thwarted, or lonely at times. The universe loves you, and for your unusual take on things. Okay. So, Sagittarius often feels like they don't fit in. They often feel like the odd nut. And you are so exactly the right thing. Like there's 12 signs in the zodiac and they're all equally needed, just like Sagittarius is. Your enthusiasm, your ideas, your creativity, and your outside the box thinking. You know what? Sometimes when I say something in a room and I think, okay, I'm really going to go out of bounds here saying this, And then three other people think, I was thinking the exact same thing. And you're like, geez, I wasn't so crazy after all, you know? You are someone who lives and breathes in the depths of creative waters. You need to lose yourself to the flow of music, nature, dreams, imagination, and fantasy. Through art, literature, meditation, dance, and in sensual surrender to the sacred waters of the ocean, the river, the lake, or the bathtub. So you need to get in touch with water. You need to connect with water, guys. You need to go swimming. You might just need to drink more water. Some of you could be very dehydrated, okay? Not hydrating yourself. But there's definitely a water connection here. I also feel, because I know I'm guilty of this myself, there are so many books I'd love to read. I've got a stack on my bookcase behind me that I've bought, ordered, that I haven't read. I haven't even opened the book, you know? And so there I procrastinate about wanting to do that. And I'm going to tell you, I really enjoy reading. I haven't been listening to music either. Turning off that news, like I just told you, and turning on the radio, turning on my playlist. I've been making playlists lately to get ready for listening to it. But, you know, is are you are you doing the stuff that you really want, that you really love, that you really enjoy, you know? So, you must go against the grain. It's just your way. You are not one of the followers. That's for sure, eh, Sag? But one of the agitators. However, yours is not a force of disrespectful chaos. You are a loving catalyst. And by simply being yourself, you constantly remind people that there is always another way. That's so beautiful. This oracle comes with a particular guidance that you are meant to be exactly as you are. Didn't I just freaking say that? I'm a mind reader. You are meant to be the black sheep, the rainbow sheep, or even the wild wolf in the flock of sheep. The daring butterfly spirit calling to the caterpillars. That is you. The price you pay for the gift of individuality is that you must take care of it, guard it, so that you are not dulled down and conditioned into playing at being something you're not. Boy, did I ever need to hear that. I think that card was for me, that one. I really needed to hear this, you know, because let's you are meant to be exactly as you are. You are meant to be the black sheep. So don't let anybody tell you you're anything less because of it. That's a special, special role. Okay. If has happened or is threatening to happen, this article brings you comfort. You will always dream of birds that can fly underwater. You know that the true nature of your being can never be changed. At most, it could only be hidden for a time. Now is the time to accept who you are and allow your truths to be freely expressed. Don't worry about the effects of going against the grain. When we are who we are in truth, we attract the support, protection, and energy that we need to thrive. Um, wow, that is an incredible card. I don't think I've ever gotten that card before either. That is a Sagittarius card if I have ever heard one. Now it all makes sense. Say, Betsy. Hi, Betsy. I am too. I am too. And sometimes I'm thinking, are people looking like, am I wearing, do I have a big mustard stain on my shirt? Why is everybody looking at me? Hi. So we have one more card. I'm so sorry. This has gone so long, but it's been so much fun. I'm really having a good time. 12, 12. Collaborative dreaming. Okay, I want you to take a real close look at that card. See, there's two girls up and two girls down. There's like two sides to them, you know? Look at that. So I'll hold it up again in a sec. I just got to get the page here. These have been great. Oop, okay. Collaborative dreaming. I try to pick bits out so I'm not reading 2 pages of it. Okay. You are being asked to honor your growing to desire to create with conscious, like minded people. So you're ready to get back out there, Sag. And I know for some of you that somehow you were hurt, maybe by a lover or your partner, friends, co-workers, your ego was bruised, perhaps. Um, Whatever it was, because I know that it, and sometimes we can feel like people don't understand us. I once made a painting of this woman and I called it Misunderstood because that's the way I felt a lot of times. And anyway, so let me go on. Anyway, your collaborative dreaming is a heart inspired win win, bringing mutual enhancement to yourself and others. The heart wants to love and be loved. Working with others creatively is a way to allow your heart to grow. It's a chance for you to learn how to honor yourself and others and find ways to live and let live simply by growing and strengthening your active trust in your heart's guidance. Even if you don't really feel ready for it right away, you think, I don't know if I'm ready to get back out there. Oh, they're going to just say something that just is going to make me upset. Just do a little bit at a time. And I think it will be a great distraction as well. Oh, really? And this is very, you know, a lot of colors going on in there. And I noticed the red in the center, right? Where the heat, the fire is. You are asked to bear the rough patches that can happen when you work creatively with others. Ideas might clash. There can be friction, particularly if you have different ways of working. Sometimes big dreams need more fire to ignite them into reality. More fire might require friction along the creative path. It's not meant to be a permanent condition, just an aspect of the creative process which you can learn something useful if you wish. Your guidance is to embrace any experiences of friction or tension within yourself as you work with another, with compassion, detachment, and tolerance. So, remember how I was saying when I went to see the seer? What I left there with was I didn't have the anxiety anymore of anything that was happening. I didn't have a panic attack about it. I was just like, oh, okay, well, I guess I'll have to go over and help them tomorrow, or I guess I'll have to, just figure to clean that up when I get home. I didn't, I have a meltdown about it. And it was, I can't tell you how wonderful it was, to let that, be able to let that go. Creative endeavors, particularly involving groups, can bring up unresolved issues about being valued, heard, or capable. Yep. They can also trigger disputes about taking responsibility or inflame insecurities about being cast in unfamiliar roles of leadership or having to follow. I'm not a follower. This might happen for you, for others, or for all involved. The stronger the creative energy, the more likely that triggering will take place. It is the nature of the creative energy to move in all directions. It doesn't want to just grow one project. Everything comes into contact and it will all grow. Art and artists are in the process of creation. This can be smooth, but it's more likely to be rough sailing, at least at times. It's not a sign that something isn't working. Far from it. It's usually a sign that growth is happening and you are feeling the growing pains. So I got to tell you, this could be in your work environment. This could be at home if you're living with other people. This could be you stepping out and getting involved again, and thinking, oh, they're going to get on my nerves, you know. Um, but um, maybe you could have a reminder with yourself, like a smooth rock in your pocket or a little ding on your phone where you get a message. And it's a message to remind you remain calm. Everybody's upset. It's not about you. You can send yourself little calming messages that comes on a timer like 10 minutes after you get there or whatever. And that might really help and they make you smile, kind of, you know what I mean? But you still need to get out there, Sag. The world needs you, for one thing. And they need someone pushing against what everybody else is going along with. You'd be like, why are you tearing down a building to build a building? And you're talking about we don't have any money in this town. So, you might be that one person standing there in front of the building saying, no, don't touch it. No. But that's okay. And you're a hero. Like Sagittarians are heroic. They're very heroic and compassionate. So, wow, this is a big, big thing. You are meant to um, fight against injustice, for one thing. You're meant to stand up for the underdog. You're meant to, and there's something you're coming out of because you need to be heard. Your ideas, your feelings, your verse of it needs to be heard, Sagittarius. It does. 12/12 is your birthday. Oh, cool. Wow. What's your year if 12/12 is? I was just doing a lot of that stuff too, like the numerology and your personal number and your year number and all that stuff, and looking at all that stuff lately. I'm a one. I'm a personality one person. 1963, or you're a year before me. So I don't know. That's 10 and 9 is 10. So 1 and 3 and 3 is 7. You're a 7. That's what you are. That's what you are. You're a 7. That's your personal number, life number. Yep, you're a 7. You can look it up online. Google it. What does my life path? What's the life path number 7 mean? And you can look that up. Right now, you can find where you are in the year number, or like I think seven's your personal number, and then where you are in the year is you take this year 2024 and then your 12/12 and come up with that number, add it all together, and that's what year you're in now. So you're a 7 in a 1, like whatever that is. Okay, healer. You are born on the 24th, LA. You and I have the same birthday. We're born on the same day. So you are a 1. Well, it depends on the year you're born. So yeah, you're a 24. That means you're a 6, I think, is what I'm saying. Yeah, look up that stuff. It's very interesting, and it kind of it makes sense when you start looking at it and everything. But anyhow, guys, what is the time? I have to go help my son clean his apartment. And what else? I think I'm probably grabbing some laundry and helping him with some laundry too. So, oh, a 9. So 9 is actually completion. There is no 10 in numerology. You're in a completion year, and or if you're or you could be a life path 9. Like that's who you are. Your number is a 9, and 9s are always about completing things. They like to tie up the loose ends, sort of thing, and also wanting to begin new things. You're right in that transition, right? So there was a movie I saw recently. I wish I could remember the name of it, but it talked about the 9 a lot. It was like a murder mystery thing or something. But it talked about the 9, and this guy said the 9 is very important because it's the final number. But it's very, and so a lot of work is done in the 9, a lot of work. Anyway, my kittens, my son's probably texted me twice already. Oops, surprise, surprise. So I got to go help my youngin and help him get his place organized before Christmas. I hope you guys have a great day on one of the last days of Sagittarius. I love you so much. Thanks for your patience through my mechanical difficulties and my emotional difficulties because I was pissed. But I got over it. I got over it. So, and it all worked out because I had a really good time today with you. Anyway, I love you so much. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, however you'd like to say it, and Happy New Year. I'm going to Florida in the new year, and so I may do a video or two from down there. So I will talk to you later. Oh, you're welcome, guys. You're welcome. Good, good. I will look at that. Hi, Airbnb. Nice to see you, babe. You're looking good, looking good. And thanks for tuning in, Betsy. Have a great day. Mwah. Love you. Bye now.